Hello, my name is Dr. Eric Pierce, and today I'll be giving a lecture about toxins, chemical toxins, and I'd like to welcome you all to it. Um, what we're specifically, the title of the lecture will be How to Remove Thousands of Synthetic Organic Chemical Toxins from Your Cells. First, we're going to learn and talk about different methods, introduction, to synthetic organic chemical toxins. We're going to talk about some of the worst toxins, the chemical toxins, and removing toxins with herbal products, removing toxins with ozone electrolysis, removing toxins with healing detox attachment. Now, if you're unfamiliar with any of these terms, don't worry about it. We will be going over each one of them in detail so that you will be familiarized with them. Using tools together, the above tools, healing detox, ozone electrolysis, all those types of things. All right, let's start with an introduction to synthetic organic chemical toxins. These toxins are basically everywhere. They are in our environment, which would mean they're in our air, they're in our water, they're even in our food sources at times. And we can pick them up by simple skin contact. There are thousands of these toxins that are currently around, and more being made every year. The problem with these toxins, and this is why this whole lecture has to take place, is that they are not really a part of nature. And not being a part of nature, our bodies are not equipped to deal with them. And our bodies oftentimes do not know how to remove that type of toxin without some outside help. All these toxins, the reason they are important, the reason they are any kind of concern to us at all, is because they do poison all of our life systems. And they contribute to chronic diseases as a result. All right, let's talk about some of the worst chemical toxins. Brominated flame retardants, available in almost everything that is labeled as flame retardant. Phthylate plasticizers, organochlorine pesticides, perfluorinated scratch and stain resistant coatings, polychlorinated biphenyls, dioxins, and bisphenols, and there are thousands of others which we could go into, but we will not with the scope of this lecture. Brominated flame retardants are used to make products fireproof. Like I said, they're available in almost everything that says it's flame retardant has these toxins in them. Because of the danger of fire, they've been added into many home products. They've been added to many children's clothing items. They've also been linked to breast cancer. And they in some studies, have caused sterility in some animals. Phthylate plasticizers in plastics, perfumes, and toiletries. Linked to genital abnormalities, may also affect females. Organochlorine pesticide, used in household pesticides, used to protect agricultural crops, linked to asthma, neurological problems, developmental problems, immunological problems. Now, as kind of a side note, we can tell in our own society how much of an increase there is in these organochlorine pesticides. I remember back when I was in school, there was, in my class of about 75 students, there was about one out of our entire class who had severe allergy problems and would be labeled asthmatic or needed a rescue inhaler, that type of thing. The statistic now, these days, is 1 in 6 children is severely asthmatic. All right. Perfluorinated scratch and stain resistant coatings, used in fabric to make stick resistant pans, linked to cancer in animals, may cause birth defects, damage to the immune system. These, along with these, this particular toxin is associated Teflon. Teflon recently has been linked to two definite cancer or carcinogen. It was discovered many years ago when they first studied it. DuPont studied it and buried the results. And recently they were dug up by the FDA and found to be a carcinogen. So this Teflon coating is used in wax paper, for instance, in between the pizza box and the pizza. It's used in wax paper around candy coatings, those types of things. So it's prevalent in our society, prevalent in our food system. It disrupts the thyroid function and developmental problems in pregnancy. All right, let's move on to polychlorinated biphenyls. Once used quite prevalently as coolants and lubricants, a good example of the coolant variety would be Freon, which is, of course, now banned. Still persistent in the environment, though. Often causes soft cyst, mutes gender-specific behavior in boys and girls, and developmental problems in infants. Dioxins. From industrial activities and fires, accumulates in fatty tissue, linked to cancer and birth defects. An example of dioxin is it was actually used to poison Ukrainian President Viktor Yushchenko, leaving his face permanently disfigured. Another example, and a little bit farther back, is it was actually found in streams near paper mill manufacturers. It was the byproduct of bleaching paper, and I remember when I was young hearing about this, and this was actually found in the streams in Missouri. And to this day, if you go through that particular area of Missouri, they still do not allow any development whatsoever as far as residential communities are concerned. So you can see how serious that toxin is.